Welcome to Politics Need to Know, the Mail and Guardian Online's weekly look at the world of South African politics. This week's episode begins with a campaign to have COSATU's General Secretary Zwelinzima Vavi removed from the tripartite alliance. Last week, the Mail and Guardian reported on how Vavi stood falsely accused of corruption by Zuma-aligned members of the Trade Union Federation in the hopes that he would lose his position at the next Central Executive Committee in May. It has largely been interpreted as a punishment for Vavi for not actively seeking the re-election of President Jacob Zuma at the ANC's elective conference in Mangaung this past December. Vavi is not taking it lying down though, claiming the allegations are baseless and resolving to fight tooth and nail against any politically motivated attempts to have him removed from office. The scene is set for an almighty battle as Vavi attempts to hold onto his job and his foes do the best to see the back of him. It is important as Vavi is seen as a champion of the working class and a principled critic of state corruption and poor governance. Should he be kicked out, South Africa would lose a voice within the alliance that is unafraid to call the ANC out on its shortcomings. Moving along to the second debacle in local politics this week, the SABC. Just when South Africans thought the SABC was getting its house in order and headed down the path of righteousness, boardroom shenanigans have once again left the public exasperated. Controversial SABC acting Chief Operating Officer Hladi Motsoeneng is the focus of what seems to be an executive showdown in Auckland Park. On February 25th, the board resolved to remove Motsoeneng from that responsibility, a move allegedly orchestrated by Deputy Chairperson Tameka Plaiki. But this past weekend, SABC Chairperson Ben Ngubane claimed that Motsoeneng was back in the hot seat as acting COO. This was then followed up with a terse statement by the SABC board on Monday, confirming that he had indeed been axed. What makes this interesting is that Motsoeneng is alleged to have never been suitable for the position of COO and landed the job because of his political links with President Jacob Zuma. The latest spat is particularly worrying as the SABC's tacit comeback could come tumbling down with little incitement. The broadcaster is slowly making its way back to profitability and supporting local content. This is despite the fact that Communications Minister Dina Pule has erred on the local migration from analog to digital terrestrial television, and the SABC's 24-hour news channel looks dead in the water. One could only hope that the latest boardroom circus show does not indicate another mini implosion at the state broadcaster, which in many cases remains the only source of media for millions of South Africans. We'll eagerly await the next move with what is fast becoming SABC Shenanigans 4.0 on Politics Need to Know, the Mail and Guardian's weekly look at the world of South African politics.